This is a WECT Cape Fear Business Break.
I'm Jessica Kirk, and I'm here with Dr. Roz from Wilmington Dermatology Center. Now, Dr. Roz, we've received a number of questions from our viewers about the difference between Coolsculpting and the Liposonix. What exactly is the difference?
So the main difference is that Coolsculpting uses cold to freeze the fat, and Liposonix uses heat to melt the fat. But there are a couple other differences as well, and as you can see, this is the Coolsculpting device, and what it does is you suck a fat pad up and it sits there freezing the fat cells, and that kills the fat. This one you can see you can kind of contour it a little bit more, and you can kind of place it directly over the areas, and that uses ultrasound to actually heat the fat and melt it.
So which one's better?
They're really very similar in their results, and it just depends on how your fat is distributed.
Okay.
If you just have a little bit of pooch right under your belly button, Coolsculpting is great, but if you have a pooch here and a pooch here and a pooch here and a pooch here, the Liposonix is going to be better because I can actually tailor it to fit where the fat is.
So how does the process with each of these work?
So with the Coolsculpting, basically you come in, we put a gel pad on to protect the skin from the cold, and then this is a vacuum, and it literally sucks the fat up, and it sits like a panini press, just sitting there killing the fat cells, and it sits for an hour on each section. So to do your belly and your sides, it takes about 3 hours.
Okay.
With the Liposonix, we basically mark you, and each little area, you can see, you know, you have to use each little area, and
right.
it sits on each little area for a minute, and then that just kind of goes around, and you can do a belly and sides in about an hour.
Okay, so this is a lot faster, and you can do a lot more.
Yeah.
So what's the benefit of the Coolsculpting then?
It just depends on what you have.
Right.
You know, the cost is very similar, and it just depends on if you have a little bit or a lot.
Okay, and where can people find out more about getting the Coolsculpting or the Liposonix?
WilmingtonDermatologyCenter.com.
Excellent. If you have questions for Dr. George, make sure you visit AskDrRoz.com or their website at WilmingtonDermatologyCenter.com.
This has been a WECT Business Break.